Ah, the recording's gonna be gone. Ah, where is it? Uh, oh no, it looks like it's there. Okay, maybe the recording's fine. No idea what happened there. My OBS just closed. Like there was no crash. There was no the stream stopped. It just closed. Sort of like New Vegas the other day, where it crashes and it just shuts. Like there was nothing. There's no window. There's no stuttering. There's no like forewarning for it. It just poof, gone. So sorry about that.
So it would seem.
I hit
Scarce. It
go
would be a
into the
colossal undertaking.
council room and then this happened.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering
See,
resources to
I do that
begin
anyway, yeah.
construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
But yeah, so if ever I forget to record or the recordings go wrong for some reason, is my computer alright? Yeah, why? Is there something else wrong that I haven't noticed? Yeah, but I also have it so if my recordings have Twitch chat on screen, so if anyone's watching this on YouTube or anything, you can see Twitch chat. If New Vegas is gonna OBS close themselves. Oh no, yeah, the New Vegas thing. That's just New Vegas. That's just it crashing because it's mods and unstable and stuff. That's all. That's happened all the time. And it's not every crash. It's just sometimes it happens. Sometimes it'll freeze and then close. That kind of thing. Yeah, it's the first time it's ever happened with OBS.
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with you, Dina, he's right about this. We need to stand together, now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
What do we
The
know?
cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Best we can do is nothing.
Shepard,
Cool.
meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
Gotta love the council.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot on the council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships
A lot of
that
people
can
in this
extract
game, you're
Primarch
realizing
Fedorian
there's
undetected.
there's a lot of unlikable people in this, like 100%. The council's are dicks. Ashley and Caden are dicks. The elusive man's a dick. Who else? The Reaper's Harbinger. Trying to think of more bad guys. Person we haven't met that's new to this game. He's just shouldn't exist. Another person we haven't met that shouldn't exist. Spoilers. We haven't. Yeah.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way, but the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom.
Make up every morning.
A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter?
No, I think it's a leaves makeup. I would have thought it's like an
Our
actual
latest
thing, like
intelligence says that the Primarch was
you know,
moved to a
like
base on
leopard
Caliban's
spots
largest
and
moon.
stuff. It's
I've
that
done
kind of
all I
thing.
can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start.
Maybe a tattoo.
I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Does Garrus have any? I'm just trying to think, maybe like the lines are symbolic of something. Like medals of honor kind of thing.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Have it. That's why I'm
Humanity
thinking it's
has
like
created
a
some goodwill
respect,
in the galaxy. Now
like,
we
honor
cash in
thing.
our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and
Yeah, no, I
spread the
think you are
message.
right. I don't
Help
think I've
the
seen it on
humans,
most
help
Turians.
yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos
Petra
is
has
a
it
diplomat
Andromeda.
and compromiser, but
Oh,
she's
yeah.
wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther.
But in fairness,
Valor
everyone that
is
went
at
on
its
Dro
depth.
on
The
went
Solarians
with
like the
Andromeda
wars won before they start.
were meant to be
They're frightened
not
now.
like best of the
Use
best,
that.
but
In Sparatus,
like,
I'd take what he
semi-competent.
offers. Strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history.
Oh.
But today, you saw how little that is. Rest
When
assured,
the
I
original
will not
Turian
be counted out
counselor
long.
and Nihilus.
I know I can move mountains. Don't lose sight of
Oh.
that, because the task before us is
They're from the same
moving
planet they actually
planets.
discussed in the Mass Effect 1 Codex. That being said, do you like the ideas? Oh. That's kind of cool.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Wait, so does Garrus have any then? Oh, and it is facial paint. Okay. My guess would be it's sort of like a it's like a tattoo. So it's like a mostly permanent thing. He has blue markings. Oh. Can't say I've noticed. I'm also going to keep an eye out now. Welcome to the thing. Quarrying fleet intel. What do we got? Wow, look at all the things that we can't buy. Damn. N7 Defender? Is this like a full-on... Yeah, it's full armor set, which is 20% ammo capacity, 10% weapon damage, 10% shields, and 10% armor. Don't know how deep it goes. Yeah, definitely. So it's cheekbones. Oh. Oh, the cheekbones that got exploded in the second game. Those ones. I don't want to do the shooting range. You don't get anything for it, I don't think. Anything else we could do here? Yes. You talk to Bailey and James.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My
What,
viewers
am
are
I
going
wrong?
to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
I still find it weird that it's Doc Mitchell's voice actor from New Vegas
Commander Shepard?
is who Bailey
Commander,
is.
humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Just because I'm right doesn't mean I had
feel
to
like
say
a
it.
glorified doorman.
That's
Most
rich
people
coming
would
from
see it as
you,
an order.
Llama.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but
He's
I'm
got chin.
not a
He
political
really
creature.
does. It is gracious.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
What does that
I
mean? You
haven't
know
been back in
exactly what
years.
that means.
Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
You knew you wouldn't have to ask.
Perhaps you can help me.
The critical role things that you were mentioning.
Commander Shepard.
Yeah, the I say questions, but it's more the statements you made. Which, yeah, you weren't wrong,
Hey, Commander.
but you never
We
had
are
to say
told
them.
The Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here with the elite of the galaxy.
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but
But
you were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the
You never
lower
got
levels
over
where they
the
keep it real.
eyes? What's wrong with the
You got some
eyes?
spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
I mean, there are some odd moments with eyes, I'll give you that.
Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same.
Commander
Not
Shepard.
that bad.
Commander Shepard. Kalisa Benzine and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true
could be
that
worse.
you were on Earth
Could be
when the Reapers
Andromeda.
attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where were you on
I
Earth
came to
when
get help
the
for
attack
Earth.
happened?
For everyone.
Where are you? Where's your
What
gun that
about
you're
all the
grabbing
people
and heading
suffering
over
while
there
you play
with?
politics with the Council. What about them?
Just out
How
of
can you
curiosity.
stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Kalisa, we're doing everything we can.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or
Yeah,
die
no.
trying, but I
Oh,
need your
also,
help.
another one for the chip
Keep asking
person
the hard
list.
questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander.
You can punch her in every game, can't you?
We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'm glad you're on our side.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a war asset. Woo. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know why I clicked. I think I clicked the hospital. Yeah, I did.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can hit it in one.
Commander Shepard. Please, one moment, please. Now arriving at
Oh, but going with fun facts and stuff. The fun fact I always liked was that the guy that voices James Vega is Freddie Prinze Jr., who also plays Fred in the Scooby-Doo live-action films. So that's why I was calling him Fred, because it's Fred. He's done other stuff, but that's where I know him. That's what he is, to me anyway. It's the kid. Oh, there you go. It's like James's main redeeming quality. You don't get my problem with James. He's just... I don't know. Like, he's fine, but that's it. It is my issue with him, that he is just fine. Like this kid though. Llama, this is Shepard's PTSD. What is wrong with the child? Shepard just wanted to save an innocent child from being murdered by the Reapers. It's not that bad. See, my issue with James is that he's fine, and that's about it, compared to all the other companions. Like, he's just not that high up on the list. You just don't like this kid because it's Super Force and you hate it. We've gone through 3 games. Sorry, we've gone through 2 full games of Shepard sacrificing so many lives to do whatever she needs to do to get the job done. Even if you're playing Paragon, you still lose a lot of people.
Liara, can I help you?
Like, that's going to take a toll on anyone. So it makes sense that after
it can't be built without council support, but he's
going
not
through
budging
all
until
of that
Primarch is safe.
and then having Earth happen in front of you,
Are you all right?
like, it's gonna hit different, you know? I get that it is out of nowhere in this game, because it's not in the other 2. And it's slow, and I get that's why people didn't like it. I didn't overly like it at first. But after looking into it and realizing that it is just Shepard's PTSD kicking in, it makes so much more sense. And you just have, you can't help but feel bad for them. Because, yeah, it's a game, but if you were in Shepard's situation, you're the reason a lot of people are dead. It's like, because you've got, from the start of the game, you had to choose between Ashley and Caden. Like in for this Shepard anyway, Ashley and Caden. Rex survived, so you don't have to deal with that. There's choosing whether the council live or die. We chose live, so we sacrificed so many human lives to save the council for nothing because they don't like us and they haven't helped us at all. There's people dying, like the colonists dying because of Sovereign and everything, which you could have tried saving. Well, you couldn't really do anything, but if you had done it quicker, then maybe he wouldn't have killed as many people, that kind of thing. Then you've got everyone on the collector base just being turned into goop. Anyone that died in the suicide mission, all that sort of stuff. And then Earth happens in front of you, which is just everyone around you dying and your entire home planet just being eradicated. Like, it's gonna hurt. I want to show someone we know who died because it's a child. Like, everyone else either died because they were doing something like everyone I've listed apart from maybe the colonists died because they were doing something that they believed in, I guess. Like Ashley dies because she was following orders and she was protecting the bomb to go off to destroy the Krogan cloning place. The soldiers defending the council died because they were doing their job. They are soldiers. That's what they are. That's what they sign up for, basically. Whereas the child is like the innocence that Shepard wants to protect, and they're like the future of society and everything. And he couldn't defend himself. He had to rely on others for help, and so it hits Shepard harder because they offered to help and they tried helping and they still couldn't save them. You know? Education with Shepard. So yeah, but you feel bad. There's a lot of like in 2, if you don't do it correctly, your companions die and you feel bad for them. This is I get what you mean. I just don't agree with you.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below
I'll
me.
play a serious game. True.
We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you
What,
to
because you like
save them
people
all.
arguing over what's
But
right
I
and what's
know
wrong?
you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
It makes more sense.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm
Fair enough.
Specialist... Oh.
Oh, hey, look.
I beg your pardon.
It's a different
I thought you were alone.
romance option that's new to this game.
I was
and
just
only in this
leaving.
game.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination.
Looks exactly the same as 2.
You can also check your messages at your private terminal.
Great.
The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room.
Which I believe was Miranda's room.
Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Yeah, it was. Let's try and remember where it
Commander,
was on the ship. 'Cause it's to the left of where Garrus was.
Meeting with the council. Sounds
Like
like
where the
they're
med bay
running
is. You had
scared.
med bay, Garrus's corridor to calibrations, and then Miranda's room, which is where Liara is.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the council
Hey,
and
Taken,
appeal
good to see you
directly
again.
to
Hope you're
their
doing well.
leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Also, some ship
Unfortunately, we
parts. I
don't
don't know.
have
I
a whole
can't
lot
look
to
up at the
back it
minute.
up right now.
Then build alliances.
The missions in
Gather
one.
everything
The
and
State of the
everybody
Council.
you can
Oh,
for
it's
the
the
cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
I'd have loved a side game where you could play as Anderson or someone with Anderson when you're on Earth and you just experience all the things that they do while the events of Mass Effect 3 are going on. Like, it wouldn't be like, it would be more like a combat focused game rather than the RPG aspects and everything. Think sort of like the multiplayer stuff that they had, kind of like that. Like one after the other, with a bit of like story stuff would be thrown in, but for the most part, it would have been mostly focused on this. So war assets. This is basically how your ending is chosen. So whenever we do any kind of quest or mission or help someone out, that kind of thing, a game with a younger Addison, that would have been cool. Then we gain war assets, and it will tell us war asset gained, and then they give us points towards our total military strength, which is actually different in the Legendary Edition compared to the original game, which I'll get to in a sec. But yeah, so as you can see, it's just random little things. Down at others gives us 5 extra points, that kind of thing. The Normandy is 115, which these can be upgraded. So you'll see where it says updated. There's a bunch of updated ones, so you can actually increase some of these by certain amounts every so often. Cover slaves. Oh, so we actually have mineral resources as a war asset because we collected a bunch in 2, which is kind of cool. Yeah, then we'll get a whole bunch more when we do other stuff. But yeah, so the other thing with this is as Mass Effect 3 had multiplayer in it, they actually incorporated multiplayer into the single player. So the way it worked was your total military strength. You had like a total military strength and then like galactic readiness. And so if you played single player, the galactic readiness was 50%. So your total military strength was always halved. So to get the best ending, you had to really go all out without doing the multiplayer stuff. But you could increase your galactic readiness by doing certain missions in certain systems. And that would increase your galactic readiness up to 100%, so then you'd have the full strength. So if that was still implemented, we'd be at like 260? No, that's wrong. What's half of 180? It's a number and a half. It's what, 250 and 290? Yeah, that's about right. Something like that. That can't be right. Yeah, it is. Must be. I have no idea. But yeah, it would be whatever half fifth that is. It is 290. There you go. I am smart. And so it would make it harder to get the best ending, essentially. It was doable without having to do any of the without having to do any of the online stuff. But yeah, you could do online stuff by yourself as well. It was like a horde mode thing, where it's just small map, hold out, kill all the enemies, and then proceed. And I think I did that when I played it a couple times. Was I'd play the multiplayer thing by myself, kill a bunch of people, done, and then do that a couple times in each of the areas just to get my galactic readiness up. But as multiplayer is not in this version of the game, they removed it. So, yeah. Just thought I'd explain that for anyone that never played the original games. Made into single-player missions with the Legendary Edition. Oh, really? I know you could do... you could do multiplayer style missions in the base game, or in the single-player game.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
New Cerberus lab? Might be wrong. Could be that that's what you're thinking of. But yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure there were still, like, the holdout missions. Like, I remember some of the maps being in the single-player thing. These are my dog. As a contractor working the Normandy's, how to take dog. Your VIED email me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. There's a dog on the ship? Where? Reinstatement. Warrior Fleet, welcome back gift. Glyph has some updates in Liara's office. And priority mission Eden Prime. Wow. There's a dog in the cargo hold with James. There is. I need to see this. What? Oh. Oh, there he is. Oh, that is adorable. How the hell? Where does this come from? There's got to be some sort of DLC thing, right? Because I've never had this before. Weapon upgrades. Yes, we can upgrade the weapon types that we have. Which I will do. Up to 4. Was base game? Are you, really? I never knew that if that's true then. Modify. Increase damage by 5% and speed penetration by 25%, enhancing aim for a brief time. Oh, okay. I guess I just never noticed it then. Right, armor sets. Ooh, look, we're not part of Cerberus, clearly. This gives us a shield boost, shield regeneration, ammo capacity, power damage, and weapon damage. I actually want to wear this because this actually looks really good. You know, a DLC we had the dog? Oh, okay. I just never noticed it then. Casual outfits, what can we wear? I always like this one, to be honest. Shield regeneration is probably not a bad idea. Ooh. Melee damage instead of health? Yeah, no, I want health, I think. I love the N7 jacket, yeah. And one thing I always like to do is change this to... I want to make it Paragon blue. I feel like that's too blue, you know? I mean, it's slightly lighter, but these two are too light. These are the exact same. Oh no, the circle in the middle slightly changes. That's it. So I keep it. I make it white. Well, white looks alright actually. Or you could just put yourself in like bright pink if you wanted to. See, I'm not a fan of these colors that you can change it into. Like just the basic colors look good, you know. About what the N7 was about in this game instead of having to read about it. Well, I mean, if they did the whole, like Anderson on Earth side game thing, you could have played as an N7 person. That's like an N7 squad or something. That would have been cool. Procedure interface? What is this? Oh, this is so you can buy stuff on the ship. There you go. So this is in case you miss anything. You can just buy it from here. Obviously, a 10% increase. Which I don't think I will buy any of these. I think I'll wait until we go back to the Citadel for them. But it's a good idea to just remember where they are.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot.
Sorry.
Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
Another romance option.
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers.
Customer roll in 2 more years. Sounds about right.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. From my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
What about that? Because they had it with the Mako and stuff, didn't they? Could have a romance option? Yes, if you're male shepherd.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Rip.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years.
I
enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SS.
Yeah, if you Google the romance options, there's like tons in this game.
I love the Trident. Practically
You've obviously got all the ones from the previous games.
Spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her.
And then they added in a good handful of new ones.
So you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Always good advice. Oh, look at the doggo. What is... Oh, it's just another weapon bench looking thing. Engineering... You're a Squad House though. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the sad thing. Anyone of note? Ashley's on there. Jenkins is on there. I think that's about it. Wait. Whoops. Got my beer coming on the floor. Silas Crosby. If I could spell. Oh no, he was part of the Normandy. I thought that might have been the Spectre for some reason. But it's not, it's just... So... Nihilus, that was it, not Silas. Okay. Yeah, no, the, so... These are all the... This is a memorial thing, obviously. And as... Not many... Is Presley? Is there? Where? I missed Presley when I was reading it. Jenkins... Oh yeah, there he is. Like, fourth on the right. Yep. Yep. You've known being recognized the sign. Yeah, most of these people are just random people that were on the Normandy when it blew up. Only a couple of them you could have spoken to. That's what I meant by people of note. Which would have been Jenkins, Presley, and Ashley. I think everyone else were just random people that died on the Normandy when the collectors attacked it. But if you don't save everyone in 2, then a lot more people get added to this. So like any of your crew members any of your squad mates, that's the word, from 2, if any of them die, they get added to this list. You have a question that you've been too scared to ask. Okay. What is it? Reassign bonus powers. Oh, it's because we haven't got any. Yeah. Reassign powers. We can reset our powers for free. In the development team. I have wondered that. I would say probably. Not as in, like, they died while developing the game. I mean, like, they're probably... Like, they took the names of people from the development team and assigned them to crew members that would have died. I don't think it's that morbid.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find
that would be
any
super
useful
sad.
data,
Yeah.
I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Glyph is so cute.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to
Hey,
listen
and good to
before
see you
the
again. Hope
Reapers
you're doing
came.
well.
If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
Where'd she go? Oh. She just disappeared in front of me. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a change to the Paragon and Renegade system. So you'll see that I get Reputation instead of Paragon or Renegade a lot of the time. You will still get those Paragon and Renegade points, but your Reputation goes up, and then your Paragon and Renegade sort of scales with it. So by the end of it, we'll have like mostly Paragon, but we'll still have like a little bit of Renegade, even if we pick no Renegade choices. You got an interview at a place called Yay? I have no idea how you pronounce that, but hey, awesome. Well, I hope it goes well for you and everything, and I'm sure you'll absolutely smash it. So when is it? You've got it then. Armor mod kit. Oh. Sure. Oh, right. It was a one thing. Okay. Well, more ammo's nice.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Entertainment store, music, anime extra. Oh, awesome. FYE, I believe it's pronounced. Oh, so it's like CEX, where it's technically pronounced sex, but everyone refers to it as CEX. But it's, you just say the letters. Sure. Hey, awesome. So 3 p.m. your time. Well, hey, best of luck. But that actually sounds amazing. That actually does sound really cool. So we're rooting for you. Clusters already conquered by Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. So these ones that are flashing are missions to do. So what is recover the Prothean artifact and the Cerberus lab? It's like a hot topic, but without the edgy. Ooh. I don't know if we have hot topic here, but I know of it. So we can go back to Eden Prime. Priority Palavin is the main story. The lab is... don't know. What happens if the Reapers catch up to you on the Normandy while you're scanning? You haven't had that happen to you? You get a game over. It's just like you died. That's all it is. There's no like space battle or anything. You just, it's a game over and you restart from where you last were, basically. Should we do these other ones then? That's just it. Yeah, pretty much. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna. So I want to make sure these aren't like proper DLCs. Which I don't think they are. Oh no! Priority Eden Prime. I do want to do. You, for a very specific reason. Yeah. Also, it's great that there's a no spoilers tag on this stream. N7 Cerberus Lab? Here it is. Which one's this? I think this is just a random thing you can do. What do you get out of this one? Yeah, it's just a random mission. That's fine. So we'll do Eden Prime first. Didn't see a no spoilers tag. God, imagine not reading the tags. Besides, we always do no spoilers. And you should know this, Llama. There is no spoilers tag. There should be. Oh wait, no, that's on me. There should be. I didn't add it because why didn't I add it? I thought about adding it before I started, and then I just didn't for some stupid reason. There, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's on there. Going back to where it all began. Wow, look at all these really cool choices we have. Oh my god, how many outfits does she have? That's her normal one. That's like an armor version of her normal one, which is actually kind of cool. That's a more like light armored version. Looks like Tally's armor. That looks like Samara's outfit. That looks like she's gonna step on someone. What does James have? Oh, I have to bring Liara with me. Oh god. What? Why does he get a monocle? What? I'm giving him the monocle. I'll put her in her armor, why not? For a Southwest companion. True, but also James has a bunch anyway, so I'm guessing all of the companions have like tons of outfits in this for some reason. More weight. It does do more damage, it's more accurate, so that's fine. Really has a heavy pistol and machine gun? Ugh. You're personally a fan of the Step on Someone outfit?
This is where it all
Why doesn't
began.
that surprise me?
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren in the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians.
This takes
Lost one of
place
my
in
men,
3...
Jenkins.
I suppose
Geth drone.
there was a 2
Reports
years
that Saren had
time
bombs set
skip,
up to
wasn't
wipe out
there?
the whole colony.
See, that adds to my point. Where's Monocle? I turned off helmets in conversations. Yeah, that adds to my whole, like, the PTSD thing. These 3 games took place in 3 years, 2 of which she was dead for. Like, oh my god.
Not on my watch.
Damn straight.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with
That's
Cerberus.
fair.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. All right, everyone, get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Yeah, the white color definitely looks a lot better. Like, red looks fine if you're doing Renegade, but if you're doing Paragon, why would you have red lights? Like, you're not meant to be evil.
No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
Whereas white's a nice neutral, because you got the white with the red and stuff.
They came back after the Geth attack. They'll come back from this.
I grew up on ships. Lose one, you can always move to another.
But you'd still remember.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
Here's a friend. True.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Hey, war asset.
There, that's the elevator.
In fact, she does
that
have
leads down
night
into the
terrors.
dig site.
It's just she doesn't... she's able to control it to the point where it doesn't overly interfere with her interactions with friends
Goddess,
and
that doesn't seem
living
possible.
companions and stuff.
It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turn the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Meow.
Heads up!
Oh yeah, as you're not... Well, I mean, you can do this immediately, that's why we're able to do it. But hey look, there's enemies that we haven't fought before that we won't be fighting for a while.
Alright, let's get moving before more of them come back.
And I miss so much. That's fair. I get that. Just a badass, he shows up everything. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, we are meant to go that way, just goes way faster. Random things and stuff.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.